What is going on, lads, and welcome back to FIFA 15's biggest upgrades. This time we're going to be taking a look at some transfers, and not transfers coming into the BPL, but rather ones that have jumped between clubs in the Premier League. So for example, you could use Loic Remy. He is not in this video, but he was on loan to Newcastle, and QPR is his home club, and he is now moving apparently to Liverpool, so he would be an example. He isn't in there, but that just gives you an idea of the players that we're going to be taking off there. Ones that have moved from one Premier League club to the other. Another example could be Adam Lallana or Luke Shaw, who I have done videos on in the past and probably could feature in this top 3, but because they are in the Liverpool and the Man United ones, they aren't going to be featuring today, and we're going to be taking a look at some different players instead. Just before we get into this video, lads, your support over the past couple of weeks has been absolutely awesome, and if you could keep that going and get this video to 500 likes, that would be massively appreciated. And as well, if you want to go and get yourself any coins for FIFA 14, they are really cheap now, and you can go and try out all of the awesome players you've wanted to use all year. Link down in the description to UT Coins for you. Use the code AJ3, you get yourself 5% off, and coins are just over £2 per 100k, which is absolutely crazy. But let's move on and take a look at the first one of our players. And I had two of them that I was really set. These are the guys that I'm going to have the really big upgrades. And then I was trying to think of a third one. And like I said, I probably could have used Remy. Maybe he's going to go up 1 or 2, but I wasn't too sure. And then I thought of Gareth Barry. Now, some people on Twitter, when I was talking about this, were a little bit controversial. If you guys want to have your opinion, please don't dislike the video. Pop it down in the comment section, and I will get back to you. I love replying to all you guys, and try and reply to as many of the unique comments that I possibly can. But as an Everton fan, you can see that's a Man City card there that doesn't actually exist in FIFA 14. I've just put the Man City badge there just for a bit of representation, because he is, of course, moving over to Everton actually on a permanent basis. We've had him this season on loan, but in FIFA 15, I think he's going to be an 81 rated centre defensive mid and an actual Everton player. So this is a pretty big upgrade for a guy who is in his late 30s. I think he's 33 now. In his early 30s, sorry. And I just think it is massively deserved. He was one of Everton's best players last year. There's some people who would disagree with me and saying he was absolutely terrible on Twitter, but then there was other people who saying he probably could have been rated higher, and he probably could be an 82 as well. One of the better unrecognised, like one of them players that doesn't really get the recognition, but does such a good job for the team, and that is just Gareth Barry to a T. Him and James McCarthy in our midfield last year were absolutely insane, and I think this upgrade is very, very valid. I've kept his pace the same because he's old, and EA just don't like upgrading old people's pace. +1 shooting for that absolutely sick goal that he scored, and he was decent getting forward when he did. +2 passing, dribbling and defending, because he's just controlled the game. Literally, he just dominated Everton's midfield, and his defending was absolutely sick. Like, who remembers that tackle on his debut, stopping Eto'o from scoring in an open goal? That was absolutely insane. And then just +1 heading to move him up to gold rating heading 75, because he's going up to an 81. So that's Gareth Barry. Probably not going to get used too much in FIFA 15 because he is so slow, but apart from that, all of his stats will be absolutely awesome. And I will probably put him in my Everton team anyway, just because he is a quality Everton player and a decent centre defensive mid by the looks of that. But let's move on and take a look at our second player. And after Barry only going up 2, this is where the big upgrades start to come in. So we have got Stephen Caulker, the Cardiff centre-back, 74 rated on FIFA 14. This guy has had loads of informs. He had a silver inform and 2 gold ones, I think taken up to 80 rated. I haven't gone quite as big as his informs did this year. I have moved him up to a 78 rated. Newly promoted QPR have bought this guy, so he is staying in the BPL. He isn't going down, and he is a quality player. So like you can see, I have moved him up to a 78. Give him +2 pace, +3 shooting, because he did actually score a couple of goals. Same with his heading as well. I've put that up 5. So this guy was awesome in the end, was banging goals in for Cardiff, left, right and centre. +4 defending, just because such a big +4 overall. Give him +4 on his defence. 3 dribbling, 2 passing, and like I said, 3 shooting and 2 pace. Makes this guy a very good card. 78 rated, probably going to be non-rare, unless they think because he's got such good pace and defending, then he's going to be a rare one. But I would put my money on him being a non-rare centre-back, and a very good and very cheap card to start yourself off at the start of FIFA 15, if this is the upgrade he gets. And I think this is the upgrade that this guy does deserve. But let's move on and take a look at an absolutely huge upgrade, even bigger than Caulker, and it is going to be Swansea City's Ben Davies. Now, I hadn't really heard too much of this guy. I've seen comments about him on Foothead and on forums and stuff like that, talking about how he's as good as Luke Shaw, but doesn't really get the recognition because he is Welsh. He's also a little bit older than Luke Shaw, which I think plays into Shaw's hands as well. Everyone thinking he's absolutely insane because he's only like 18 and 19, whereas this guy is 21, but apparently he is on the same level as him, just a couple of years ahead. So I've gone and upgraded this guy to a 74 rated left back. Of course, now gone over to Tottenham in the. I think they've bought him for 6 million in the past couple of days. Might have been involved in the Sigurdsson deal. I think he went to Swansea. I'm not too sure. So I'm pretty sure I remember Liverpool got a bid of 8 million rejected for this guy. So I'm not really too sure how Tottenham managed to wrangle him. But there you go. That is where this guy is. Over to Tottenham, and just a very good player. 74 makes him us +5, and he has had some absolutely massive stat boosts. I've modelled this card kind of off Luke Shaw's 73 rated on. People saying he's a very similar player to him, and I haven't really seen him too much, so I couldn't really comment, but he was a very big contender to be going up absolutely loads, so I couldn't leave this guy out. +3 pace and +3 shooting, because apparently he's not rapid, and he does like to get forward a little bit, but he's not amazing at going forward. He's more of a defensive player. So then +6 passing, dribbling, and defending, just to give him a big all-round upgrade there. And +7 heading, because on FIFA, this guy is 5'6". In real life, this guy is about 6 foot. I've got no idea what they've done there. Someone said he got measured when he was playing in the youth teams, and you just haven't updated it when this guy's grew. I'm not really sure what's going on, but there he is. He's grown up 5 inches, and his heading has gone up 7. So that is Ben Davies, and he's going to be a quality little left-back. There's so many good silver players that can be getting upgraded. Bronzes and young players in the BPL. There is going to be such a good option of silver players in the BPL next year for a nice sweaty team. 79 pace, probably not absolutely amazing. There are probably going to be some other ones that you could go for. Maybe Oviedo, who I did in the Everton one, I think is going to be a very good option. But there is lots of variety there, and he gets a nice strong link to some decent Southampton sweaty centre-back. So that is the 3 upgrades that we're going to be taking a look at today, lads. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, like I said, 500 likes would be massively appreciated. Make sure you subscribe if you are new as well, and stick around for more of these prediction videos. Thanks for watching, lads, and I will see you next time.